this time going to the near side. Bates strikes first here in Lewiston.
I just think at this point in season, really since postseason started, we've just been talking about one more day together, right? That's what we're fighting for. So we got that win today. We get another day together, get the opportunity to be a little bit better tomorrow, and we're really excited. It's huge to make it to the Elite Eight. It takes so much. We're just really proud of the team.
And then, go ahead.
Was this what you anticipated this game being like? You know, it was a one-goal game the first time you played. This team's been on a roll, but it looks like that Amherst team is pretty tough. Were you expecting this to be kind of a defensive game down the wire, all of that?
Yeah, I think any NESCAC game is going to be tight. This conference is just undeniably the absolute top in the country. And so we have the privilege of getting to compete that way all season. And so we know that it's the inches in this conference. And it to be close was very much expected.
Elsa, take us to your goal.
Yeah, so that was a corner that was actually, we ran back when we played Amherst the first time, and we knew that kind of stroke spot that I run into was going to be open, and so we practiced that a couple of times in practice, and then we knew that would be open, and after running a couple, we figured we'd change the angle up, and once Amy sent it, I got a touch on it, and I took a little too much ball speed off, but got the rebound, and rebounds is where we were looking to make our most shots this game.
It went under review. Did you think it was? Did you worry at all? Like, oh, don't take this away from me, or did you ever feel like, no, this is gonna? I feel this is gonna hold up.
I was a little nervous from my angle. I saw it cross the line, but from the angle you never really know. But Haley was like, no, I watched across the line. We knew it was in, and we knew that if it wasn't, then it would be a stroke.
This team had a tough time getting chances in the first half. I think you had more shots in the first 3 minutes of the third quarter than you had in the first half. So going to that corner, is there kind of a feeling of, hey, we may not get many of these opportunities. We really have to cash in on this. Yeah, I mean, every game this year, we definitely have a really strong defense, and so as forwards we just get less touches than some other positions, so we know that when we get the ball we want to capitalize as much as we can, and we talk a lot about setting the tone really fast in the game, so in the first quarter when we get possession, keeping possession and then trying to draw a corner or get an opportunity just to set the tone for the rest of the game. Coach, did that feel like a big moment for that reason, going to that corner, hey, we haven't had too many of these chances, this is really what we need to cash in on? And what went into this team kind of upping the intensity in those first few minutes of the third quarter? Was that something you stressed at halftime, like, hey, we need to kind of get it going here?
Yeah, we talked a lot about just putting our weight forward and being a little bit more on our toes and hunting for the ball. So we really tried to shift the momentum. I think that first half we were feeling the game out a little bit too much of trying to figure out what our opponent was doing instead of just keying in on us. And I think that second half you saw more of our traditional style of play, of it was more focused on us and what we could do each play. And that's obviously going to be the goal for tomorrow, is just to have a full 60 focusing on our play and our style.
I was wondering if you felt in the first half if it was kind of a sluggish start, but it sounds like it was more feeling out.
I think it was cautious. Yeah, I think it was cautious. But I also think that in these moments it's best to just operate in what you know and operate in what what's become a habit, and so it's just about bringing that right away tomorrow.
Haley, I think they had more shots altogether. They really didn't have a whole lot of great opportunities to score. What went into the approach of the defense to really kind of limit what they were able to do?
I think last weekend we played a really good defensive game, but we had a lot of opportunities where it could have changed the game. There was a lot of corners, there was a lot of cards, there was a lot of sloppier defense on our end last weekend, and we pulled it off, which was great. But really this week we've practiced clean defense, strong defense, and coming into today we were they might have more opportunities, but we're going to play clean defense. We're going to have our stick down. We're going to avoid our feet. We're not going to use our body. We're just going to play our best hockey, and I think that's why they only had one DPC. We only had one DPC, and they had a lot less shooting opportunities than any team has had in us this season, in the circle. So that was great because we were just really solid.
Yeah, they really didn't get much too close to to the goalie? Were those
Yeah.
reasons kind of the kind of things that play into that, or was there something else that went into just kind of making sure, yeah, you might be able to get close to our circle, but you're not really be able to get into it?
Yeah, like it's really important that us three backs, me, Amy, and Caroline, have really focused on making our tackles outside of the circle and trying to come up with it before it gets in the circle. So I think every single tackle we made today was outside the circle. So if it was called on us, it's on opportunities for us to backtrack, set up, find our player, and just be really composed. So I think, yeah, it was a huge factor.
What's the feeling going into the fourth quarter? Because you know they're going to be ramping up the pressure, trying to get that tying goal. What's the feeling? There's not a lot of margin for error. What kind of goes into being ready to be in a position to defend any sort of ramp up intensity you could be expecting in the fourth?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have developed an identity in postseason of the fourth quarter, the opposing team getting more shooting opportunities, more in our defending 25, and that's fine. But what we say in our little circle before we go out in the fourth quarter was like, we're going to win this game with heart. The skill is there. We know we're fitter. We just have to. Everyone's going to have to want it. It's 15 minutes of discipline, and if we do 15 minutes of discipline and everyone does their job, we're walking away with this. So that's something we all tell each other. We're like, we play our best hockey and we play solid, and this is going to be ours. So it's just a quick reminder to everybody that it's only 15 minutes. And we can do that in our sleep.
And this could be for all three. Is there kind of a pressure that comes with going from NESCAC play? You win the championship, and then you go to tournament, and it's just kind of we don't want to stumble in the first game. Is that really just kind of a pressure at all going in?
Yeah, I mean, I think this entire conference is just pressure. Every single game, right? And it starts like way back in September. There's so much pressure on each game because we know it's going to come down to these tiny little details for like, do you get into postseason? Do you get an opportunity at that championship? But I think definitely coming off of last weekend, there's a lot of chatter. And so this week, I think what has been really great is we've kind of just honed in on ourselves, and it felt like a very normal work week, a very normal practice week. And I think that says a lot about them to be able to put aside all the noise behind them and make it feel routine.
We talked a lot too about after the win, like, we'll have the weekend. We had Monday off day, but come Tuesday practice, we got to focus back in. Our second season started Tuesday at practice, and that we knew that we weren't done with that, and that we want more in hunting every day.
Put the trophy in between the two goalies' locker room. We hung up the banner, and we've acknowledged it, of course, but we're like, that's there to inspire us, but it's not there to like make us complacent. Like, the job is not done. We can look behind, we can get excited about it every now and then, but we have to look ahead until this weekend, which is now. So it's really helped us.
I know you're focused on yourselves, but you're going to watch Williams Tufts here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And we're probably going to have all the 2 p.m. games up at some capacity.
That's the fun part,
Yeah, we're Field Hockey Junkies at heart, so we'll watch anything we can watch.
Yeah, seriously.